from My News 26 and CCTV. It's high school football, coming to you this season from schools throughout the region. This 26 Sports and CCTV high school football presentation is brought to you by Cadillac Casting Incorporated.
All right, a beautiful rendition of our national anthem and the huge flag out there being held by both the Breckenridge and Lake City teams and our veterans with the color guard, the American Legion color guard out there on the sidelines. Quite a view here.
Great display of patriotism out there, Bill. Congratulations to both Lake City and Breckenridge for their efforts with that today.
Yeah, just a beautiful ceremony here to honor the men and women that have served our country and brought us the freedom here to be playing a great game.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right, we are moments away here from the opening kickoff between the Lake City Trojans and the Breckenridge Huskies. Dan Gustard along with Bill Dooley bringing you this Division 7 regional championship game. And Dan, both these teams are, like we said in the pregame show, are in different territory. Lake City, most victories, 11 in their program history, undefeated at this point, first district champion, or excuse me, first district championship.
But playoff tested. I mean, Lake City has been many years in a row, unable to get that district championship, but certainly playoff tested program.
Yes, and looking at Breckenridge, they won their first district championship ever. So congratulations to the Husky fans and the Husky team. Coach Chris Robinson and Dan, you were telling us what's the turnaround?
He was last season the Saginaw area's coach of the year. Turned the program around. I think this is maybe his fourth or fifth year. He did coach the team that was 0-9. The next season 9-0. Last year's season 9-0, and this year just one step better. They do have a loss, but they're still playing. The winner of this game gets to face off next week against the winner of the Elkton Pigeon Bayport versus Palama Westphalia game, which is also being played this afternoon. Looks like Lake City is going to kick off here in a moment, Bill. We're about ready to get underway.
Yep, it'll be Walker Herrick, number 50, with the kickoff. Back deep for...
That's Hunter Collins back there, and this ball is going to go to him. I think that's Collins.
That is,
yes, 31.
31, excuse me. There's a move. He's breaking out to the right side to the 40-yard line.
We do not have a 31 on our roster, Bill. Not sure what happened there.
Let's see if we've got one on our second roster. Nope, it's not showing up on either roster. We'll try and get that for you as the game moves on, number 31, but a nice return there to the 40-yard line, and that's where the Huskies will start off their first possession.
Carter Staley, quarterback for them, good-sized kid. Looked pretty solid in warm-ups, Bill. Our first chance to look at him. He's got a nice, strong arm. Certainly they're going to run behind some of the big boys up front.
All right, single setback. Here's a pitch out wide, and it's fumbled. Lake City looking to try and jump on it, and is finally recovered by the Huskies way back at the 30-yard line. And they avoided a catastrophe there on the first play.
And that is 21 on that Hunter Collins with that recovery back there. As they lose 8-9 yards on that first carry. Lake City did a nice job on the read play. They faked the dive, and I'm not sure which Lake City lineman was all over that. And then Staley was covered right away. He had to pitch it, and Lake City was ready for it.
Yeah, they were. Damian Wertenberger was blowing up that left side. So it'll be second down and long now, and 18, way back from the 32. In the shotgun is Staley. Here's a handoff up the middle. Got a little bit of daylight there. It is Hunter Collins up the right side, the 40, the 30. He has a lot of daylight in front of him. He has the 10,
I think we have 5, a flag on the play, Bill.
Touchdown, but we do
back
have
here
a flag.
Near midfield. Hard to see it, but it is out there.
And we'll wait for the call, but it would be in the area. They're coming back into there. It is
a hold.
Okay.
Yep.
So that'll
nice run by Hunter Collins right there, Bill. Great cutback. Started left, swung right, and just kind of ran away from everybody. That'll push them back to second in probably 25-30 now.
Boy, Dan, first 2 plays you have a fumble, lose 10, then the next play, touchdown run called back. That's how we're starting the game off here already.
Actually, that's a spot foul, so it's actually going to be second and a little bit shorter than what they had because of where that flag occurred.
They'll be spotted at the 36-yard line. So it'll be second down and 14 for the Huskies. Out wide is Gavin Frederick on the right side, and we've got Grant Willman on the left, along with Logan Waltz. No, excuse me. I'm trying to get that number. Can't read it. Here's a handoff here to Collins. Collins has got some daylight to the left side. Collins picking his way all the way up.
He's got the first down.
And then some. Finally, he's tackled, but nice job by Hunter Collins on 2 runs there. He's covered a lot of territory.
He has. You know what? He's broken through the interior of the Lake City defensive line. He's not really getting any contact, having to do much until he's 6-7 yards past the line of scrimmage.
So they've had to overcome a fumble and then a penalty calling back a touchdown, and they've got their first down. Wind is there was supposed to be some snow showers today, but everything looks pretty calm
kind of held
right
off.
now.
Yep. They've had a little more success running to their left side of that line, even on the touchdown. That's where the touchdown that was called back, they headed. We'll see if that trend continues.
Staley with Hunter Collins in the background. There's a delay a game against the Huskies, so that'll march it back 5 yards.
Maybe a little playoff nerves here, Bill.
Absolutely. Huge crowd, Dan, over on the Breckenridge side.
Yep.
They fill up the stands, and then they're fairly deep all the way around from the 10-yard line to the 10-yard line in a gigantic crowd here for Lake City, as you would expect.
Absolutely. And, at this level of the playoffs, Bill, you get a lot of people around the Lake City area, whether they're coming from Cadillac or whatever, that just enjoy high school football, and it doesn't get much better than this. He's keeping this one.
That's Staley with the keeper. Gets back to the line of scrimmage and driven out of bounds there. I don't see any flag. It was a legal hit right in front of the Husky bench. We were talking early, Dan, about the size of not the numbers for the Huskies. Not a big roster. They did add a lot of players for the playoffs.
Yep. Yeah, not a team with not a lot of players. You're going to see most of these kids play both ways. We'll see if that shows its ugly head late in the fourth quarter for the Huskies.
Carter Staley in the shotgun. He'll give it up the middle to Collins there, and he's driven down
right away by 67 right there.
Miller with a great hit. So that'll make it now third down in approximately 9 or 10. First quarter action here, Division 7 regional championship game from Lake City, Michigan.
3rd and 10 from just past midfield, short into Lake City territory. Breckenridge has had the ball for a little over 3 minutes now, almost 3 minutes. They go with their spread formation here.
Carter Staley rolling out to his right, looking downfield. He'll throw it up. He's got a man open there, but knocked down. Is that Waylon Ising?
That is Waylon Ising.
He had a chance for the interception there.
Yep, and we've seen him come down with a lot of those this year. He's smart back there. He's just playing center field, if you will. Watching the play develop. Just slid back, unable to hold that one end down. That'll bring up 4th down.
And Gavin Frederick was open, Dan. If that ball is over.
He's thrown into that strong wind right here.
Yeah.
And they are not going to punt here, Bill. 4th down and 10.
Splitting out wide is Garrett Miller to the left, and 31.
Yep. And he's
the
punter,
right.
so I kind of feeling that was going to be the case. He just slides back. Lake City was ready for that.
Staley will kind of squib one down, and it'll stop in the snow right at the 21-yard line. So that's where the Trojans will take over with 9:06 to go here in the first quarter. No score.
Great job of scouting right there by Lake City. They had Devin Davis back, expecting the punt there. Breckenridge comes out in their traditional offensive set, but then quarterback Staley just slides back shortly before snap.
It's kind of interesting to be playing football in the snow. It's still early November, so we usually don't have this conditions this cold.
Yeah, usually for a day or two, and then it's gone.
Here's a handoff to Zach Norn on the left side. Norn is
wrestled down right there.
Here by number 52. That's Logan Hurst.
He picks up about 2 yards on that.
And speaking of Logan Hurst, we have a shout out to Tom Hurst for the Breckenridge Huskies. So congratulations and hello to Tom Hurst.
No, this is the way that Zach Noren runs. I don't think the field conditions today affect him at all. He just doesn't take big strides. So
yeah,
he keeps his feet right underneath him. He shouldn't have any issues making cuts out there today.
Okay, keeping it is Holt, and he's brought down there on a short gain. 62 and also
31 again.
31.
Yep.
62 is Shriver Miller. He is a 6'4", 235 junior.
Talking with the Lake City folks up here in the booth, Bill, Holt is finally getting a little healthier. His ankle's a little better. We thought maybe we'd see a little more running action from him. Didn't do that a whole lot last week.
He didn't have to.
Didn't have to, and they're kind of hoping that is an area that Breckenridge isn't prepared for.
Yeah, another dimension to their game. All right, we got Bizball and Ball, and here's a
keeps it
keeper
again. Yep.
By Holt, driven down.
He's going to be, I think, short, Bill, by about a yard.
Number 50, that is Corbin Reed. He is a 5'11", 200-pound junior for the Huskies.
We'll see what Lake City chooses to do here early in the game.
4th and 1. They're deep in their territory. Well, they're out near over the 30.
I would guess they're going to go for it, Bill. It's early in the game. Their defense has just been outstanding. And certainly with Noren and Holt, you've got a lot of guys that can pick up 1 yard.
A
Just
keeper.
a keeper.
Boy,
Yep.
not much of a surge there. Depends if they mark it. It
Yeah,
may be.
I think they marked it good enough. We'll see here. I'm looking at the official coming on my side, Bill. It looks like he picked it up. It's going to be close, though.
Boy, I thought they're going to call for a measurement here, and that'll give us, Dan, our first chance to get our sponsors in here.
Okay. Certainly big thank you to Lake City Family Pharmacy, Fox Motors of Cadillac, Miller's Corner, Johnson Oil and Propane, Bauman and Rogers, Cadillac Casting, Pizza Plus, Evil's Hardware, Young Funeral Home, Ash's Coffee Cup, Don's American Pizza, and A&L Trading Post.
And the Husky defense stiffened and held, and it is not a first down, so it'll be a turnover on downs, and it'll be first down on the 32 for the Huskies. So good field position here. All right, we'll get to see Carter Staley and company on their second possession. We got Frederick out to the right, along with Ebright. We've got Hunter Collins in the backfield. There is the give to Collins, and he's met right there. 0 yardage gain and driven back a couple. It looks like Damian Wertenberger was in on that big hit. And Skylar Miller also a part of that.
Good defensive push by the front four of Lake City right there, bringing up second and about 11 now, Bill.
And the Lake City defense, as we've said earlier on, they're really playing some good football right now.
They're very athletic. They're well coached. They're not out of position much.
Here's a pitch out to the left.
Nowhere to go there either.
Collins is swarmed under with another no gainer.
Nice job out there by the linebacker out on that side. I think it's 20. Is that Bizball? Did a nice job just stringing out the play and keeping that Breckenridge running game from getting out wide and allowing his teammates to come in and make the tackle.
3rd down and 11 as the Huskies were given that golden opportunity on the turnover or the turnover on downs.
Got trips to our side, Bill. This is a different look that we have not seen yet today.
Ebright is one of the receivers, and now he's going to Staley is looking to the right. He's got somebody open. That's 31 with a nice catch. Tiptoeing down the sidelines and driven out, but a first down.
2 Lake City defenders went back with 1 Breckenridge player left. 31 left to get a number. I'll see if I can go down and get that right now, Bill.
All right. So first down on a nice roll out there by Carter Staley. It is 5:43 to go here in the first quarter. All right. Caleb Hurt is number 31. We had him as 13, so just the numbers were reversed there, Dan.
Yep.
Here's Hunter Collins, and once again, the Trojan defense will stop him for a 1-yard gain. We had Skylar Miller in on that tackle along with Miles McLeod, number 54. Our crew is up on top of the press box here, Dan.
Got to be cold up there today, Bill.
Chilly.
Yep. Second down and 10 right here. We'll see if Staley rolls to his right again.
In motion is Hurt.
Got flags all over the place.
Illegal procedure against the Huskies is the second one.
Second one already.
So that's going to make it now second down and about 15.
Our referee crew, Bill, today is out of the UP. We'll get their names out to everybody here in a minute.
It is second down and 15. Staley will continue out of the shotgun. Looking back to pass. He's got some pressure, avoids that. He's going to roll out to the left. He's going to keep it. Smart play there to the 20. He's upended all the way down to the 15 on a good athletic play there by Carter Staley.
Yeah, you can definitely see his athleticism on that play, Bill, as he dodged a Lake City defender in the backfield. Sprang to his left, did a little hurdle action, picked up a couple of yards. Our referees today, referee is Don Gustafson. The umpire is Rick Frazier. The head linesman is Gary McDonald. The side judge is Eric Danielson. And the back judge out there today is Mark Giannunzio.
And it's always nice to get these assignments, Dan, late in the season for these crews. They work hard, long season, so kudos to that group of officials.
A little blitz here by Lake City again.
There was a flag, so it's going to come back
I think we got a motion again. Yep.
So the Huskies are having a little trouble with their offensive.
You can see a little bit of the Lake City players kind of, edging up towards the line of scrimmage and giving a little bit of fake starts and throwing the linemen of Breckenridge off a little bit.
Second down and now 13. That ball is going to be placed at just over the 20-yard line. We have to take a double take on some of the numbers here on the field because of the snow.
And it's early.
Yeah.
Wait till the fourth quarter
right.
With the snow and the mud out there.
All right, in motion is Ebright. Give a fake up the middle.
Quarterback draw. Lake City was all over that, Bill.
No problem whatsoever as the defense just swarms Staley.
So that'll bring up fourth down, certainly four-down territory. I did not watch any of the kicking game going on beforehand, but in this weather, that's a tough kick for a high school player. So I'm going to guess they'll look to let Staley make some choices back there, whether they're
it's third down and 13, Dan, so they've got...
it's only third down?
Yeah, it's third down.
Well,
yeah,
the marker on the other side says fourth, but the scoreboard says third. So I'm not sure what we've got here. I think it is third.
Yeah, the penalty on the false start. Okay, looking to pass is Staley. Staley once again will roll out. He's down the middle into the end zone. A long pass, and that is
picked off in the end zone.
Let's see if he's still in bounds.
He is.
It is a touchback.
Touchback. Who got that one? That is number one back there. Devin Davis with a huge play.
So the Trojans, after turning it over on downs, get the interception from Devin Davis, and now that'll bring it out to the 25-yard line. 2:46 to go here in the first quarter. Dan Gussard along with Bill Dooley bringing you the action here from Lake City. This is the regional championship game, Division 7. Actually, they're going to go to the 20-yard line. So the interception by Devin Davis will give the Trojans the ball. So far, no score. Looking to pass is Holt. Big.
Oh, he's got a guy open.
Ball tipped in.
Oh, it's complete. Caught. Nice job back there by number 8, Garrett Miller. And certainly ball battling back and forth. He was open, unable to make the catch. Would have been a big play for Lake City.
You could see where the wind aided that throw versus the one where Staley made into the wind earlier on. He put that thing right where it had to be, too.
Right where it had to be. You know, Holt's another big, strong quarterback, and his ankle's getting much healthier. He's able to get a little bit more behind that ball. That certainly will open up things for Zach Norn if Breckenridge has to respect that play. 2nd and 10 now. Here's a pass out to Norn. That's knocked away. Good play there by number 88. That is Brennan Weslewski. He's a 6'2", 188 junior. Back-to-back incompletions so far on this possession for Lake City. Nice job by 88 right there to slide off his man and just break that pass up.
And Dan, we want to give a shout out to Father Jim Seiler. He's up on Beaver Island. He's been tuning in. And so anyway, congratulations on his ordination a couple weeks ago. And everybody says hello to Father Jim Seiler. He's been very active as a coach. Now here's a pass. Nice completion there to Devin Davis.
Makes the interception, comes out a couple of plays later and picks up 15, 18 yards for Lake City right there. Their first down of the game. A little different kind of a start for Lake City. I think they're
coming out firing.
They're looking to throw a little bit more than what we've seen in the past.
Absolutely. And actually both teams, Dan. You're looking at Carter Staley and Matt Holt. I mean, they're throwing way more passes than runs. I formation to give to Zach Noren. And a good job there by the Husky on the left side of that interior line. Is that Kenyon Story? Yeah, big Kenyon Story on the
number
left.
75 right there. I wouldn't want to feed that fella. No. Kenyon Story, 260, 6'1". Spencer Fleming out there, number 78. He's 300 pounds. There's a lot of beef up for that Lake City offense and defensive lines.
This time Kenyon Story lining up on the right side. And under center is Holt. Here's a pitch to Zach Norn. Norn with a nice cut up the middle. He's still going, and he pulls the crowd with him all the way to a first down.
How about that job of blocking right there by number 67? As he also helped Norn.
And 65, Dan, Nate Knapp.
Is that Nate Knapp?
Yeah, Nate Knapp, number 65, was leading the way with 67 is Skylar Miller.
Skylar Miller jumped into the pile and just kept pushing on with Knapp. Great job by the Lake City line right there. Another first down. They are almost to midfield.
Now that was a play that looked like 4 or 5 yards, and all of a sudden the surge.
Yep.
It is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Matt Holt gives to the deep back. That's Zach Noren on the right side. Noren shakes a tackle. He's got a first down and more. He's got one guy to beat along the sidelines and finally brought down by number 42, Peyton Huntoon. Great run there by Noren.
You know what? He picked up almost 30 yards, maybe exactly 30 yards on that play. And, it was making one guy miss, and that's what he does so well.
And the passing game has kind of set up that running game with the way they started out here. So into the game is number 34 for Lake City, and also Devin Davis. Thomas Miller comes out.
Holt runs this play in a little bit slow here. Lake City's going to need to hurry to the line to avoid that delay, as we are under a minute to go here in the first quarter.
Surprised he was out of bounds. I was going to say the first down. Almost looked like a false start there. And that is Matt Holt was brought down for a loss.
Yep.
Who was in on that? It looked like number 85 or
75.
75. Okay,
we know who that is.
Yep. That's another story.
Yeah.
There's 2 of them.
2-yard loss right there with 36 seconds to go. That'll bring up 2nd and 12.
Tyler Story and
Kenyon Story.
And Kenyon Story, so the brothers on the team.
It's interesting that they're moving Story from side to side. Kenyon Story, that is.
Yeah.
Kind of anticipating what Lake City does.
Keeper by Holt up the middle. He's got some yardage.
Nice job by him to hold on to that ball as Kenyon Story was trying to rip it out of him as he came from the wide end position up the middle and makes that tackle. That'll bring us to the end of the first quarter, Bill.
All right, and the score, no score here from Lake City. It's 0-0. You're watching a high school Division 7 playoff action on 26 Sports and CCTV. We'll be right back with the second quarter.